está por la comparsa. Bim bam boom, es el nuevo compás que los negros van bailando en la comparsa. Bim bam boom, la mulatona Mercedes arrollando maderas en la comparsa. Ya no quieren cubancar las negritas del solar y no tocan al compás de ese ritmo. Suénalo, bailalo, gózalo. Bim bam bum, que saborosito está este paso arrollador de la comparsa.
I stand by it. Wilt Chamberlain.
Andy Griffith.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Andy Griffith.
Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain.
Andy Griffith.
Hey guys,
What?
are you arguing about?
Who's the better actor?
Well, it's time for the show.
Oh. Fine, we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Good evening, Albuquerque, and welcome to another pleasing edition of Anything Goes! I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Mike.
And we've got another fun-filled, fantastic show for you this evening.
Hey,
I stuttered, did you hear that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we fought about Wilt Chamberlain and Andy Griffith. Let's never fight again.
Okay.
Okay. Tonight's show, speaking of that, we were fighting about who's a better actor because tonight's show is...
The Entertainment Show!
That's entertainment, baby.
And hopefully it'll entertain you.
That's right. That's why we're here.
Now, just a little housekeeping here real quick. We've only got 2 more shows left, I think. The last show is going to be the last Thursday of September. So after that, we're going to take a quarter off. So you have to look for us the quarter after that, and I'll tell you when that is some other time. 'cause I don't
Exactly.
know.
In the meantime, if you have questions or you wonder anything about our show, we do have our website, anythinggoes@geocities.com.
That's the email.
That's the email address.
Email us. God, my voice is messed up tonight.
Puberty.
Email us at anythinggoes@geocities.com, or you can access our webpage. You have to write this down because it's a complicated address. Sorry, it was free. What do you expect?
Well, let's wait till they get pen and paper.
http://
You said colon.
www.geocities.com/televisioncity, no spaces, /8638.
He said colon.
Stop it.
What kind of slashes are those? Are those forward slashes?
They're forward slashes.
Forward slashes, or
Any one of you who's been on the internet knows what we're talking about. If
Yeah.
you haven't, get a life.
You're not going to figure it out anyway, so.
That's right.
What else? Let's talk about what we saw last weekend.
Oh, yes. You tell them the story.
Well, I went out in the morning to wash my car on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember.
One of those.
Anyway, I'm driving down the street, and I stop at the intersection of Eubank,
Lomas
Montebo
and
and Lomas, and I see these kids running all around with football helmets, and these people standing around. Well, it turned out that they were collecting money for a football trip. I thought it was a car wash.
It looked like a
turns
car
out-
wash. They had signs,
Yeah.
we need your money. They had little cheerleaders
Yeah.
in those
So,
little dresses.
if you think about it, if that was some old ratty guy holding a sign, it would be the same thing. Give me your money, please, because I don't want to work for it. It's
They weren't
panhandling.
washing their cars. They weren't doing anything but asking for money. That's
Yeah.
it.
It was panhandling. That's what it was.
And so I did my bad deed for the day. Tell them all about it, Mike.
Well, we started an organization called the Bad Scouts, and you have to do one bad deed a day. And Mike did his bad deed. He went to a payphone, promptly called the police. I was afraid to do it. I didn't want to.
Albuquerque's such hypocrites. If it was an old, smelly guy out there asking for money, he'd get busted in 2 seconds.
Right, but the parents, I mean, these kids are making a lot of money, too. You can see people just driving by, oh, look at the cute little football players and cheerleaders. How do you get the wallet?
And what kind of lesson are these parents teaching their kids? Oh, you don't have to earn money. Just ask for it.
Okay, onward.
Okay.
We've ranted enough.
That's all I ran for the night. And my bad deed for the day. Again, the show tonight is on entertainment. We have a couple of news stories we'd like to start off with. I will begin. An estimated 50 million U.S. viewers turned in for Princess Diana's funeral on a Saturday morning. That is 8 million less than actually tuned in to watch her get married to Prince Charles. This is an awesome feat when you consider that she wasn't even an American and that we don't even honor royalty here.
Man, that's amazing.
That's a lot of people.
Nobody was watching Scooby-Doo that Saturday morning.
Nope, not at all.
Now, in the midst of all that, I know everyone's heard about this already. I just want to reiterate it. Mother Teresa died.
Yeah, Mother Teresa died. You think, okay, Princess Di, she's royal, she's famous, she donates to a couple of charities, she's pretty. Mother Teresa spent her entire life feeding starving people and doing nothing but good for people. And even somebody who's non-religious like me...
I thought Mother Teresa was that one the actress that sang and danced.
You see what this world is coming to.
Am I right? I'm right, aren't I?
I'm not even religious, and I know she's a living saint.
Oh.
Just finish
Okay,
this
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Back to our story about Lady Di. Mike, just read.
I'm sorry. Izzy Spagoda, VP of Planning for an unnamed national television network, has worked out a deal with the mafia to ensure future success of this kind. A hitman will be hired to commit an annual murder of a popular celebrity. This death will be tailor-made for the public's consumption in that it will appear to be a very tragic and untimely accident, as it was in the case of poor Lady Di.
That's right. Asked about this new plan, Spagoda replied, 50 million people told us the tragedy is what they want. 50 million people made our corporate sponsors rich. When you can even get alcoholics to watch TV at 6 in the morning, you've got something going on. We're going to give people what they want, even if it's tasteless, because that's what we do.
Well, getting alcoholics to watch TV is easy.
At 6 in the morning?
It's getting all those kids that want to watch cartoons to watch the death.
And alcoholic kids.
Yeah, they're the Eastons, because they're always watching cartoons Saturday
Don't buy
morning.
any toy you
A
see.
bottle of Jim Beam in their right hand, and a fat stogie in their left. It's the world coming to.
It's a Fisher-Price stogie.
All right, onward?
Yeah, onward.
Okay. Modeling does not train you in any way, shape, or form to be an actor. I don't think that they have anything to do with each other. This was a comment made by supermodel. I'm doing it again. Supermodel Ellie McPherson, promoting her new film, The Edge, at the Toronto International Film Festival.
Indeed, her statement rings true. It may serve to explain why we'd rather see her scantily clad in a magazine than opening her mouth and saying anything on film. She can model, but she sure can't act.
In the October issue of Vibe, Kirk Franklin talks candidly about keeping the faith and keeping it real. Franklin's latest album, God's Property, is the hottest album on the R&B charts and is likely to become the biggest gospel record ever. Franklin explains his success, supply and demand. We tried everything else. We've tried crack, we've tried politics, black rights, gay rights, this, that. You can only drink so long, screw so long, buy so many clothes. It doesn't satisfy the total man. People need to get high off something spiritual, and I'm the holy dope dealer. I got this drug, I got this Jesus rock, and you can have a type of high that you've never experienced. Speaking of getting high, if any of you ingested hallucinogens before this show, I'd just like to point you out to our background here. Just trip on that for a while, because you're not listening to what we're saying anyway.
Exactly. And as for that previous story, I believe Karl Marx said it best. Religion is the opiate of the masses.
Right. Say Yes Foods Incorporated announced that the Baywatch production company has agreed to contract terms allowing Say Yes milk products to display the Baywatch logo along with the likeness of the full cast on Say Yes milk cartons, as well as appearing on Say Yes promotional advertising print media that includes posters, billboards, and brochures.
Originally, they had intended to do this when Pamela Anderson Lee was still a member of the cast. However, they were advised against it by their lawyers, who said it might be considered false advertising. Quote, Pamela, well, she hasn't got milk. She's got silicone.
That poor child.
Yeah.
In a recent interview, Candice Bergen reveals how and why breast cancer will play a major role in the Murphy Brown series. In fact, such a major role that Bergen's character may have a mastectomy.
Is breast cancer an appropriate subject for comedy? Yes. It felt absolutely right for many reasons, said Bergen. Chiefly, it gives us a chance to embrace something and explore a topic that has never been explored in a comedy sitcom.
When asked how such a subject will inspire laughter from the show's viewers, Bergen replied, Murphy will go through the terror and degradation of breast cancer differently than anyone else who would experience it. And that's where the humor will come from. And besides, this will give us the opportunity to get back to stories with real emotional underpinning.
One writer for the show did not agree with Bergen, quitting after a 3-year stint with the show, said, if you want a mastectomy to be funny, don't give it to Murphy. She ain't got no boobs. Give it to Christy Canyon or Dolly Parton. That would be funny.
You know, how would, if she's going to have a mastectomy on the show, I mean, how are they going to show that? Like, duct tape them down? Or?
She hasn't got much to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Really?
I mean, have you ever looked at her?
No.
I mean, I don't watch the show for that.
show.
Yeah. Anyway.
Other shows will be taking on more serious issues as well. Men Behaving Badly hopes to tug at the heartstrings of its viewers with its long-awaited herpes show. Seinfeld will soon feature an episode dealing with the trauma of yeast infections. And a very special episode of Friends will take us on an emotional journey with Chandler as he deals with painful rectal itch.
I hear the guy that plays Chandler really hit some emotional heights on the taping of that episode.
Oh, yeah. Can you just picture him?
Oh, this is... Okay. Now we'd like to cut to a video. A celebrity. Some of you may know this person. He's got something very important to say to you.
All right.
Let's go into the magic flower.
I wish we had a harp.
Me too. And a banjo. Okay. Oh, Narcissus, oh, thy vanity hath destroyed me.
That's a wrap.
Great, great. How'd I do? Good?
You did just fine.
All right. Hi, I'm a famous celebrity. You've seen this precious face on your TV, in your magazines, and on the silver screen. I play characters with great intelligence and charisma. And as a result, you, the public, have associated these characteristics with me. But to be honest, I never even really graduated high school, and the only reason I am where I am is because of my extreme proficiency when it comes to performing fellatio on Hollywood producers and executives. Oh, no, I'm not the only one who did that to get into the business. No. How do you think that no-talent hacks like Keanu Reeves and Sharon Stone got where they are today? BJ sure goes a long way in Tinseltown, let me assure you. But I digress. Hi, guys. What I was trying to tell you is that I'm nowhere near the charismatic and intelligent person that I play on TV. But it doesn't really matter. When I'm on television and I tell you to stay in school, stay off drugs, recycle aluminum cans, and even join the NRA, you'll always listen. Because you tend to forget that I'm as fallible an entity as you are. Uh-oh, incoming. And you'll only allow yourself to associate me with the intelligence and charisma of the people that I play. Do you remember the commercial where the guy comes out and says, "I'm not a doctor, but I played one on TV." Now, in that television ad, he tells you what headache medicine to take. And you listen. You buy the medicine. What's funny is that if a real doctor came onto TV and told you to take any headache medicine, you could just as easily blow him off because he sure isn't as handsome and charismatic as the TV doctor. Now imagine, put me next to an astrophysicist with a PhD, somebody who has studied astrophysics all his life, and ask us questions about, say, a black hole. He will give you genuine, honest-to-God information. And the best I can hope to do is come up with a filthy innuendo. You know, black hole, get it? And in the end, my dirty joke will carry greater weight than his information because I'm a celebrity, damn it. I live a life that you envy. Look at my car. Look at my house. The women I get to screw. It's great. It's more than great. It is stupendous. And that's why it is so sweet for you when one of us falls. Yes, when one of us gets busted with a prostitute, or doing ourselves in a porno theater, or shooting up heroin, you'll be right there to gloat over our misery. And when one of us dies, you really get off on it. In fact, for some of us, death is the only surefire way to make the cover of People magazine. And you cried when Lady Di got killed by the paparazzi. But you were the ones buying the National Enquirer. It's a funny thing, but you know, people like me, we fill an emotional, intellectual, and spiritual void for each and every one of you. And, you know, there was a day and age when we had heroes, but that day is gone. And now you worship collective group of self-centered, ignorant, and miserable freaks known as celebrities. The problem is really you, actually. You place no emphasis on your own lives. You think about that, and have a good evening. I know I will. I'm going home in my Ferrari to 3 bimbos, a bottle of champagne, a few lines of cocaine at the hot tub of my mansion. Hi, guys. Did I tell you I'm driving home drunk, too? You know, if I get busted for that little community service, then I'm okay. You, it's jail. Why do I get off scot-free? Because I'm a celebrity, damn it. See you in the funny papers.
Video ended. The video is over. Yay! We're back. Well, my co-host had to run off to the bathroom. Shows you what level of professionalism there is on this show. But hey, live with it. It's public access. I've got a very special treat for you now. Now, you've all seen magic. You've all seen old black and white photos of Harry Houdini, and you've seen a lot of the modern magicians in Vegas doing their little magic acts. But we've got a real special treat here on Anything Goes tonight. Prepare to be dazzled and stupefied by the magician I'm about to show you now. He's walking in the studio right now. He's a real tremendous guy. I'd like to introduce, come on out, ladies and gentlemen, Kent, the world's worst magician. Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, I was just reading what was.
Done this before.
Oh, okay. We're glad to have you on the show.
How's this going to my ear?
No, that's fine. Just let it. It's going to get in the way of your sleight of hand.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let me.
So here, let me help you out.
Okay, because I'm kind of nervous.
Okay, is this
First of all, yeah. Okay, could you 1 second? I got to introduce you. My lovely assistant Amber. Could you come here for a moment? Thank you. For my first trick, I will. Yeah. Just a second. Do you have a quarter?
Oh, you got one. Okay. Is that a magic order?
Magic, yeah. It's special. It does different things. Okay. So my first trick, what I'm going to do is make a dove appear from this quarter, and it's magic. So you have to pay attention. Are you paying attention?
I'm watching.
Okay. Don't look like back here on my side or near my sleeve or anything. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rub it against my forearm here. You're sitting on the table. Did you put something in my watch?
You're a real professional magician.
Just this. Rub against.
Is that it?
No, I'm nervous. I'm making.
That's supposed to turn into a dove.
Yes. Okay.
Where's the quarter? I don't know. Did you lose it?
Mike! I hate you. Okay.
That was the cool trick. Where's the dove? No, wait a second. Where's the dove?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I need a.
How could you not know where the dove is?
I need a $50 bill. And yeah.
I figured that'd be part of
And
the
some
trick.
paper clips. Do you have paper clips? Okay. Will you look at?
Ooh, okay. Let me see.
That's a 10.
Can I see it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay,
need
go
that
on with the
50
trick.
back at some point. Can I have that 50? All right. I can do it with paper. You don't need money.
Just give
Okay,
it back to me
all
when
right.
you're done, okay? That's my only tip.
What I do is I'm going to fold the bill in at thirds. Okay, you see it's a normal bill. I got to put the paper clip on.
Can you zoom in on his hands? Because this is really cool.
And then I fold it in. See how it's...
Now, are you going to make it snow in here like what's-his-face Copperfield
look at
did in
this.
Vegas?
We're chroma keying off my bill. All right. And then...
That is magic. That's really cool.
Okay.
You're awesome.
You made me forget what I was doing.
Oh.
Okay. Then I put that like that. Okay. Then I go like this. I just practiced this at home, and it worked. And then when I pull these apart, see,
What happened?
I forgot to tell you, they came together. They're in love.
Look at that.
Paper clips in love.
And look,
See, they
it's
came
black and
together.
white together.
Can we see that? Can we see? Can you get a?
That's cool. You know, I bet an office could use you for sorting all their paper clips.
I could.
That's a great
Hey, look,
trick.
we're chroma keying up my
You know, hey, how do you staple? Are you a good stapler? Because we could really use a stapler while we're
But that's okay, because you're my friend. Okay.
Oh, that's okay, because you're just
For
only
my
just like a
final
guest
trick-
on this show.
Actually, can I have a string? My lovely assistant, Amber.
Wow, now that was a good trick.
Now this is normal string, right? You see?
Yeah.
Normal string.
That's
I'm
more
gonna
like
take it
rope.
and wrap it around my thumb like that. You see, I'm not doing anything special here except I just took a couple wraps and then
I can see the string.
you're allowed to see this. Oh. See, that's not part of the trick. And I'm going to thread it through the hoop. Oops. Okay, wait. So let me try it.
That was awesome.
Okay.
How many times have you practiced this?
Oops, I did it wrong. Okay, let me do the pinky trick. That one's better. Okay, give me your pinky. This one didn't work.
What are you
last
gonna
time
do?
I did it. I'm going to make it go through your hand. Okay, well, it's gonna hurt because I'm gonna pull this and it's gonna rip your finger off.
No way.
It's gonna rip it right off.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, one.
I want you to do it.
Count with me.
No, I like my pinky. No.
Holy cow, it worked.
That worked. Okay, what else do you have? How come you don't have like a top hat and a magic wand and bunnies that come out of your hat?
Bitch dog. Just
You have no respect for the host. Get off my show. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Now, Mike, you got to tell him the story about how he did these magic tricks, that it was a gift from you and me.
Well, Kent, our friend, he's also actually the technical director of the show. And here comes Mike again. Boy, you took forever in
I'm
there.
sorry, I had to take a dump.
Yeah, your face is all red. You've been pushing hard?
Oh, man,
Get
I don't
some
know what I
fiber
ate, but it
that.
sure
Hey.
came out solid this time.
Look what they forgot.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, it's mine. I've had it.
We were going to do a call-in. I don't think we're going to.
I don't think we're going to have time for the call-in. We wanted to have you guys as calls because
We
we
just
had
don't have
such
time.
success with it last time. But
Don't have time.
the show is just that good that we can't have you guys participate.
So I want to share with you some other
You want to
things.
just take one call?
Can we? Do we have someone?
Not yet. Let me put the number up. And we'll
Okay,
take
put the
first
number
call.
up. We'll take one
Now-
call. You better be funny.
No, now why are they calling? People aren't going to, well, why should I call that stupid show?
Yeah, because we want you to tell us what you do for fun.
Yeah.
If it's weird, we don't care. Just tell us what you do to entertain yourself.
Meanwhile, we're going to tell you what other people do to entertain themselves.
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you what I do to entertain myself. I masturbate for pleasure. I think that it's safe to confess that I do. And I've done some research on this. Mike, you want to hear this?
I'd love to hear this.
So would they. You want to hear it, I know. The average man ejaculates approximately 10 cc's of semen each time he blows his load.
You don't say.
I do. Doing it at least once a day, as I have, that amounts to about 3.65 liters per year. And if you think that I have been masturbating since, ejaculating when I masturbated since I was 11, and now I'm 28, we're talking about a total of 17 years of whacking it every day.
Uh-huh.
You want to know how much I've blown?
Yeah.
62.5 liters of my seed.
You know that means nothing to Americans because they don't know the metric system.
They
I
can
can't calculate
learn.
it in my head. Suffice it to say, that's a hell of a lot of stuff.
I'm going to hell, but you're going with me.
What else do you do?
Well, apart from masturbating for pleasure, I drink a lot of beer.
Ah.
Some colleagues of mine at work determined how much beer I drink, as a matter of fact. And
Guys?
yeah.
We have Steve online too. Are you
Steve
ready?
is our cameraman.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve, you're on the air.
Those are some fantastic belches, I just gotta say.
Thanks. We got 5
Better
minutes.
hurry, you only got 5 more minutes to screw this up.
Oh, you guys can hear me? Okay, cool. What I do for fun is I like to ignite my flatulence.
You light your fart.
Well, you got something in common here with our host, Mike Dulce.
Nothing can beat the pleasure of watching blue flames engulf your hairy buttocks for just even a few brief seconds.
Exactly, and especially when it burns your knuckles a little bit. You know, as that hair burns off of there.
You've burnt the hair off your knuckles doing it?
He's more professional
Yeah.
than you are. Mike's only an amateur compared to you then, I gotta tell you.
You know, I wanted to do it on one of our shows, but they said no.
Why not? I mean, why wouldn't they let you? I was thinking about doing it on my show too.
Really? They told me it was too extreme. You think we should do it?
No, yeah, exactly. Do it, man.
All right, I promise now that when we come back on, I will light my fart.
Not this show.
Excellent.
Not this show,
That
but
would be kind of tough to do on cue, but I also wanted to tell Kent. I thought he was great. Great magician.
Kent? Thank you, Steve.
The class
Reluctant applause.
he took his field class at Channel 27. And
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much,
Thanks
Steve.
for calling, we appreciate it.
Well, believe it or not, we have time for one more call.
Yeah.
I think.
Do we have anyone else?
We got to call him back. 1 second.
Okay, well, finish talking about beer.
All right. Just to make a long story short.
Long story short.
Long story short. Since the age of 17, I have consumed 1,807 gallons of beer.
Holy cow, that's a lot of damn booze.
Aren't you glad you're not my liver? You want to know how much money I've spent on the beer? $19,673.50.
That's amazing.
That's 3 times what I spent on college, and that's more than most people win on The Price is Right.
That is absolutely amazing. You know, that I'm curious about the...
Guys,
Yep.
we've got Trish on line 2.
Alrighty then.
Come on.
Send her in. Send her in.
You guys have to say something to me.
Hi. Hi.
Hi,
Hi, how's it going?
good.
What do you do for entertainment?
This is a secret, and I'm not giving my real name.
Okay.
I inspect Lodi for fun.
Okay.
You what?
You what?
No, I'm a Lodi inspector.
A Lodi inspector.
Now,
Is
do you
that
have
like
if you know
a
what
factory
Lodi means?
worker or...
Loading?
Yes. Feces?
Hello?
Hello.
I don't understand, Lodi inspector.
Well, you don't know what Lodi means then.
Well, educate us in our audience.
I will. Feces.
You
You inspect feces.
Yes.
fun.
You know, sometimes I'll get off the pot and I'll look around and back behind me and go, gosh, it's curling around the bowl.
Now, do you like poke at it with a stick,
Well,
measure it with
In
instruments?
public places, if it doesn't go down the toilet all the way, it's not just my own, you know.
Others as well.
And that's what makes it fun.
This is
Own it.
entertaining.
You find it fascinating, the different shapes and colors that can come out of somebody's butt.
Absolutely.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Kind of like finger painting maybe or something. Well, anyway, thanks for calling. That's a
Hey,
very
you're
interesting
welcome.
thing that you do there.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. You know, I would do something like that, but it's very tiresome and I'd just end up pooped.
That's terrible. How much time we got left? It's hot in here.
It is hot in here.
Well, I guess it's time to
light.
start doing our closing comments.
We first of all want to say that people do very strange things for entertainment. While we have a chance, I want to just show you one picture of
People
what-
put things up their butts for entertainment. Now, I
This
could,
is a photograph of live ammo that somebody put up their butt.
That's the X-ray right there.
That's the X-ray of live ammo.
That is
Let's see if I can find this.
fantastic.
This is a pepper shaker up the butt. This is an actual X-ray. And one more. A screwdriver up the
A
butt.
screwdriver.
Yeah. These are
Why on earth would you put a screwdriver into your rectum?
We just want to say it's okay to like entertainment, but don't do stupid shit when you're bored.
All right.
Is that a naughty
That's
word?
it. Are we done?
I didn't mean to.
We're done.
We're done.
Goodbye. See you next week.